Now let's go to New York, where Kay and John Ritchie are standing by with a special guest who once took a picture with my mom back in 1990. She was so proud of this.
Jason Smith alluding, kind of giving away our next guest here. He is a former Giant, a Super Bowl champ, and now you can catch him as the co-host of Yes Network's This Week in Football. It is Howard Cross. Hi, Howard. How are you? Have a seat. Giants. I'm just going to dig right into it here. Tough loss to the Patriots just last week.
Good loss.
I know. I'm reading these cards here, and they say that you said that was a good thing. I don't get it.
Yeah, because, unfortunately for the team right now, they're going through a stage where they'll win one, they'll lose one. They need some confidence, but they don't need too much confidence. And what's happened is if they lose this game against the best quarterback in the league, they'll be excited about playing for the rest of the year. If they win that game, they possibly could lose the next two. I mean, that's just the way that they've been playing.
Huh. Yeah, that's the sort of letdown. Are you troubled by the time management issues at the end of that one?
I don't think it was really time management. I think Coach went for the win. I think he tried to score and then try to see if the defense could hold him a little bit. But if you don't score the touchdown, then you get what you got. You get Brady with too much time.
Well, Odell Beckham had the huge 87-yard touchdown. I'm sure you like him. Yeah, I heard you say he doesn't get open the way
he's not a conventional receiver in the sense that he gets open and he's taking the top off of a defense. A lot of people think they're like, oh my God, look at these great catches. But he's making those catches because he's covered.
Yeah.
When he does make those quick stops and moves, he's open. But when he's running down the field on the sideline, you see a lot of one-handed acrobatic catches because he's not really open. He has to do that because he's not open.
Where do you rank him in the tiers of receivers?
Right now,
top 5, top 3?
He is probably even higher than that. I mean, he's like top 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because of what he's doing in the league right now. Every week's over 100 yards. He has like almost every record you can break. He's breaking them. He's just having a hot moment, and Eli's playing great.
A big-handed guy. I heard you got a great story about another big-handed guy in Irving Fryer.
Fryer, like we were playing the Eagles one time. I don't know what year it was, mid-90s. I was watching him run full speed down the field on a go route. They threw the ball way over his head. It was windy back in the old Giants Stadium days. He leaps up and catches the ball, spears it one-handed, and comes down and keeps running. So you don't see things like that anymore. That's what I would call a great catch.
And that's before the gloves that catch for you, right?
No, it was just like a cold day. That was the gloves that keep your hands warm.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Not sticky.
You played tight end. Can you size up the tight end spot right now in the league? And I guess I'm specifically talking about a guy who's playing right now. It's Jimmy Graham. New team, but he kind of complained, I don't want to block. I'm going to have to block more. What does that mean to you?
That's blasphemy, really.
It's not even blasphemy.
Does it make you laugh a little bit? Does it make you mad a little bit?
No, the league has changed. They have high school camps that have 7-on-7 camps. Every kid that plays tight end now wants to be Jimmy Graham. Nobody really wants to be Gronk, even though they want to be Gronk because he's exciting and fun. But Gronk blocks. Gronk is, there's like, someone was complaining the other day, I was on one of the shows for the Giants. They're like, your tight ends, they're just not tough. I'm like, really? Name all the guys who block and catch passes. You could name maybe 4. And after that, it's like, and like it's hard, like, and I see you looking.
Heath
like,
Miller, Jason Witten, Gronk. Travis Kelce.
It would bother me if I was a tight end. If I was Gronk and I'm blocking,
more of a receiver.
And he's like, but I just want to be like a star. I'm a finesse guy. No, you're a tight end.
It's just
you're
a lot less.
You're a football player with an identity crisis.
Well, no, it's just you get a lot less bumps and bruises when you're just catching the ball. And that's true.
Right.
When you're in the mix a lot, like an Adrian Peterson or Lynch, they have to run that edge. And you're making your block. The ideal for the running back is to run through the edge of the blocker, not necessarily to run into you, but that's the best and the safest place to go. If there's a crowded area, he's got to run to daylight. But if there's no daylight, run to your blocker because your blocker will get you the extra yards, and that's when you get hurt.
Yeah, that's when you get rolled up.
Yeah.
You have a theory as to why Eli is so great late in games. why he's so clutch.
Eli played in the SEC, played at Ole Miss, of course, and that wasn't one of the premier teams when he was playing through, and they weren't winning SEC championships. So he was playing from behind a lot, playing against the LSUs, the Alabamas, even some of the other schools. Arkansas was a decent team. So he had to find a way to carry his team late in games. He did it all the time. He had great numbers, but it seemed to be always on his back every game. And when you're doing that, you get used to it, you get it ingrained.
Very true.
That's interesting.
You wanted to talk about officiating a little bit. What is a catch? I don't know what a catch is anymore.
That's the magical. If you have the answer for us, stop the presses.
I think a few years ago when Megatron goes down, not to break his arm and stuff, to let go of the ball in the end zone, it changed football forever. So now I don't know where they are. I don't know who was sitting in the room going, oh, he didn't complete the catch. So now the ground can't cause a fumble because you didn't complete the catch. So they changed all the rules all at once. Every receiver in the league is still doing the same thing. If you catch the ball now, you got to nuzzle up, fall down, roll over, and then if you don't hand it to the official and he drops it, you still may not be a catch.
If the official drops it,
It's wild.
That's just, nothing against the officials, but that's a strange thing. All these great plays that are happening, they're not plays anymore. So we're watching, and it's amazing. I watched a high school football game the other day. The kid caught the ball, took 2 steps out of bounds. So he goes, this great hand, he hits the ground, the ball comes out. And the officials are like, touchdown. I'm like, yep, not in the NFL, though. That would have been a drop, bro.
Yeah, you really got to pay attention to what those I know how you feel about this subject.
It's awesome. I love it. I think it just adds something to the game. Maybe this is their way of trying to slow the scoring down. That's something I can think of.
I think they love the scoring. I think, if anything, they would want more scoring, don't you?
A lot of drama. There is a lot of drama provided by
I like
rules.
Scoring. I like fantasy football. Do you play fantasy football?
I do. I'm supposed to be playing with my son. My son and I have a team. He has never looked at it once, so every day I get, how are we doing, Dad? I'm like, I got a job. It's okay. And we're actually winning. It's
Who's your
funny.
quarterback? I have to know.
Oh, Brady. Are you kidding me?
You cover the Giants. You're a former Giant, and Brady's your QB.
Man, after the Deflate Gate, I'm like, if he's going to play, I want him.
New York Giants Radio Network, the sideline reporter.
I picked Brady off the bat. He was my first pick. I didn't even go to anybody. Oh, they were talking about all these backs and what about this guy? I'm like, no, Brady's going to be the guy I'm going to pick. Yeah. I was right. I'm a genius.
You were right, but I hope your employer doesn't know that. You can catch you on Yes Network's This Week in Football. He covers the Giants as a sideline reporter as well. Howard Cross, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you very much for having me.
Let's send it over to Jason Smith for a fantasy update. I'll send you his picture.
Thank you, Kat. I can have Howard Cross in 1990 with my mom and Howard Cross with you. Update right now from Minnesota, Jeff Janis. Look at him on that big kickoff return after Minnesota's touchdown all the way to the 33-yard line. That led to another Mason Crosby field goal from 47 yards away. That game now tied at 6 in the first quarter. Let's go to San Diego, where the Chiefs are up 9-3, and I don't think Melvin Gordon has fumbled yet, so I think they're okay for the time being.
No.